welcome. So I am in a small county called Wangmo County in China, here for a festivity of a local ethnic group called the Buyi. This is a video that I've been wanting to do for years, really. One of my friends that I met in China is of the Buyi ethnicity, and he's invited me, and we finally made it happen. And I'm feeling really freaking anxious, man. I feel like there's a lot of pressure. It's a very unique experience, and I wanna, I guess, live up to it, or like, my mind's telling me that, like, me and how I'm doing and how I'm feeling doesn't really matter as much. What's important in this experience is capturing the external, capturing what's going on out there. And I want to do both, but I feel like I need to acknowledge and accept how I'm feeling, which is better now that I've said that out loud. But oh my gosh, I was feeling pretty terrible this morning. But I'm just gonna do my best and try and just capture my experience and trust that things will get better, and I'm sure they will. But I think I'll do a meditation and then get going. So, hope you join me. Yeah. It's a funny world, man. I was feeling a lot of doubt around starting that intro like that. But in retrospect, I realized, it was completely necessary and completely healthy and the completely compassionate thing to do. But that's the thing, like, when we're stuck in our heads, it's just hard to think straight. There's so much chaos, and ultimately, like, I'm the one creating the content, so I need to, like, protect my peace. I need to make sure I'm feeling okay and able to film, you know? And it's funny timing because I ended up hopping in the shower instead, and as soon as I got out, I got a message from one of my best friends talking about how basically he was feeling unwell, and there was physical symptoms manifesting from feeling emotionally unwell. I don't know, it felt like an omen, man. Like, it is really important to acknowledge how you're feeling and process how you're feeling, because if you don't, it doesn't go anywhere. It stays unprocessed within you, and there's this whole book and concept that the body keeps score. Essentially, the idea is if you're not processing those, like, really strong negative emotions like pain, grief, sorrow, sadness, heartbreak, if you just bottle it up, it stays there, and it affects you. It manifests in physical ways. It affects your body, it affects your health. It's very true. I think I've probably proven it here, I hope. I'm very glad that I took the time to process and acknowledge it. And yeah, I'm feeling a lot more ready to go out, so let's do it, man. Let's do it. All right, let's rock. Alright, so I think this is officially the smallest district or county that I've been in China. The population here is like 250,000, which for most people in the world, that's a fuck ton. That's a lot of people. But by Chinese standards, this is tiny. This is quite small. This is like a small rural town in the United States of America. And I feel very awkward because I'm definitely gonna stand out here. Today is a celebration here called March 3rd, but it's by the lunar calendar, China's lunar calendar. In the Roman or Gregorian calendar, it's currently March 31st. I'm not exactly sure what the celebration is about or what's being celebrated, but I'm sure we'll find out. And I think there's a lot of festivities, so very curious what's out there. I'm currently on my way to meet my girlfriend. She's an early bird, she's already over there. I think that's part of the anxiety too. When there's more people in the mix, I feel a little more anxious, I guess, around my social traumas. And when it comes to vlogging, me and my girlfriend have had a lot of like tensions and struggles that we've been working on. And we still are, but just wanted to acknowledge and be upfront about that too. Because it helps me be less anxious to just acknowledge it, you know? radical honesty. Nothing being held, you know? This feels really surreal. Feels very strange, man. You know, like even in China you see a lot of like ethnic garb and stuff, maybe on like commercials or online, but this is really cool, man. Snakes?
Yeah. We'll see you. Do you wanna just
Be honest, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I thought I would have been more overwhelmed because this was like very loud and a lot of people, and I usually don't do very well in this kind of space, but it's different here. I feel like the world is just filled with music, laughter, all kinds of pretty colors and art, and it seems like the festivities is really important to people rather than, oh well, it's our day, so we had to come out here, represent our ethnicity for the Han people to see. Like it seems like people were genuinely happy and it was infectious. I thought I would be really in my head, but yeah, in fact I'm just quite enjoying it. I feel like there's not even much space to worry about something else. Yeah.
Yay! Does that big doji eat the pets?
Huh? Oh my gosh, it stinks.
Oh gosh, those poor cats, they look so malnourished. This is like ring toss hell right here.
Yeah.
So there's like a lot of these ring toss games across China, usually at like festivals or little parades and stuff. Kind of like this. They're usually pretty innocent, just like objects and stuff, but sometimes it's like a mix, objects and like rabbits and stuff. So one time I won a rabbit, the first time I ever played. But I mean, that other one is just like a hellscape, just pure animals. It's kind of sad, but it's a thing.
Yeah, we don't know if the animals will actually survive. They're probably just really malnourished, but somehow the rabbit that he got was really lucky because we got it in Laixi, which is the more suburban, rural outskirts of my hometown, and my younger cousin, like a little girl, really loved the rabbit. She actually gave him or her a name like me too. My grandma, who lived in the village, like helped raise the rabbit, and the rabbit actually grew like multiple times in size. There are a lot of seem like women, like usually the older ones that carry little babies on their backs like this. I've seen so many. I'm really curious about what's the real day-to-day life of them. So I'm really looking forward to talking more with Rick. Like I see a lot of them are holding this kind of plants and like putting them in their hair. Ethnic instrument, like made of swords or squash. There is a word called rainbow pea. Did you fart? Did you just fart?
没有。
must have been you. Local resident.
那个礼服，
有鸡柳。
9块，北京2块，100块10块。
没有电梯
因为这里很老，
啊。
很老，所以
I think this is 8 floors.
来，不用啊，不用，不用
啊，不用，不用，
不用，不用，不用，不用，哎呀。
Rick， 你玩在这里吗？你玩在这里吗？
做2个吧，一个守不住啊你。
Five rice.
妈妈，我躲到我家门边干嘛？你跟着吗？
去我们的学校再玩一下，明天我们深圳去玩，明天到我们家去到我们深圳玩一下哦。
好。
不是陪玩。
Alright, so this is my buddy Rick. He's my Chinese friend from Shenzhen, but he's from here. Authentically ethnic person.
I noticed that people just they don't respond to me like they don't have any reaction when I say hello or goodbye.
Did Rick say that's like a thing?
Yeah, that is a thing. Like they don't say that. He said we only say like hello or goodbye in very formal occasions. So maybe it would have been fine if this was an academic conference.
Is this the place you
No,
ran
it's not.
into? It looks the same. 9.9 Kwai pizza.
Feel pretty drunk right now. Like they're so hospitable, and Rick is really excited to show us the rice wine, their homemade rice wine without any additives. It was pretty good. It had a pretty pure and clean taste, but it was so much. And he said it was like a low alcohol, but it's more than beer. I'm already feeling like I can't seem to form coherent sentences anymore. And he said like people drink every day.
They were saying life here is a lot slower paced. People tend to drink like every day because there's less pleasures than compared to like the city life. Also, the language is basically impossible for us to understand. It's more similar to like Thailand or Vietnamese than it is Mandarin Chinese.
Rice desserts are so good. In terms of food, like they seem to have a lot of lard in their food, in their vegetables. Like most of the dishes are quite oily.
That's for us.
Go talk to her. She's coming to you. It's Halila.
To you.
Oh, Yola. Rick explained earlier that a lot of people wearing all the traditional garb is to signify pride in their culture, their traditions as an ethnic minority.
啊，老太买菜，啊，家里面几栋房子啊？
让我们掌声有请由侧内优美部队带来的舞蹈。
The normal clothes just like this. This is the normal. Like this clothes we wear every day.
We're all staring at us too, right?
的父老乡亲们，大家掌声欢迎！
没人鼓掌。
没有是吧？
这里的人就很含蓄，你知道吗？很含蓄。他们传统文化里面就是不会去表达自己。
我一点点变化。
Alright, it's currently noon. I don't know what the date is. I think it's April 1st. This is the big day. Just kind of wanted to check in. I don't know, it feels right, so I'm just gonna do it. Just kind of catch you guys up on last night. I am a mess, clearly. I don't know if it shows or you can hear it in my voice, but basically last night we went for a hot pot dinner and it was alright, it was cool. It was kind of funny. Basically, I show up and like I tell Rick I'm outside and he comes out to greet me and there's like a lady like filming our like interaction which I think was one of the workers at the restaurant, basically getting like an advertisement or promotional video for the restaurant. And then we go in, we have a hot pot dinner. Here people are really big on drinking and Rick keeps explaining to me the formalities. If someone tries to ganbei you, you should drink your whole drink with them. And so this was an aspect where I felt a lot of like anxiety around and feeling like, I don't know, disrespectful or fearing judgment because like I don't drink, I don't smoke, and like I want to refuse and like uphold my own boundaries, you know, but it's difficult because it's very constant, probably like 10 times, you know, them offering to drink, which I ended up just kind of sipping. It was interesting in terms of what was served. There was caterpillars, like these like caterpillars, fried caterpillars, and a bunch of other stuff, including dog, which I've never ran into in China until now. I was considering trying it, but I ended up not. Personally, I feel like, you know, food and like what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, it's very, very subjective. Being from like the US and like having Mexican parents, that's something I noticed too, is like, you know, a lot of people in the West kind of look down and discriminate people for what they eat in other parts of the world. And, I mean, a lot of times I feel like it's a privilege thing, like, you know, if you're poor, like you can't really afford to eat good cuts of meat. You're usually eating like intestines and lower quality cuts. That's kind of where, like in Mexico, a lot of dishes originated from, like menudo or, I don't know, tacos de cabeza or stuff like that. But I ended up not trying it. It just didn't feel appealing in the moment, so I just trusted that feeling. Afterwards, we went to a bar and we were gonna play guitar, me and Rick, but there was a band and, you know, it wasn't, the events weren't super fruitful, but some of the introspection, some of the conversations I had with Rick were really awesome, and I wanted to touch on those. On the way to the bar, we were talking about therapy, because me and my girlfriend have a couples therapist session tonight. My girlfriend mentioned it without mentioning what it was. He was like, oh, like what meeting do you guys have? And basically like I explained, like, oh yeah, like couples counseling. I felt a bit weird, but I realized I've made so much progress in like being radically honest and vulnerable that I was like, I didn't care too much. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's couples therapy, we're doing couples therapy. And it led to some really fruitful conversations about mental health. And in China, mental health generally, compared to like the US, is much more stigmatized. And it was awesome. At some point, basically I had to step out of the bar. My girlfriend was feeling triggered, and basically it was reminiscent of a past night where we had, I guess, a lot of misunderstandings and unprocessed emotion that kind of affected our relationship from there on out. And it kind of, all that bottled up emotion got triggered, and my girlfriend was feeling very distressed, and I ended up going outside and talking to her for a while, and that went well. And at some point, Rick messaged me, he's like, oh, are you coming back, man? And I came back and we talked about it more, because he was like, oh, what happened? Like, it seems like things are not good for judging by how long you're outside. If you hear the throat singing, that's my girlfriend listening to some throat singing music. But it ended up leading to a really fruitful conversation with my buddy Rick about mental health, and we talked about like the body keeps the score, like this concept of if you have unprocessed emotions, like it affects your health. It manifests in physical detrimental forms. And it was just really, really awesome conversation, and just really affirming. I was just super honest, super upfront about everything, and it felt a bit awkward, but he was super resonant. He was super appreciative of it. He was like, wow, like, man, like you've changed my life. Like you've changed my life tonight. You've shown me new knowledge. And he was like just kind of reflecting on his own relationship in the past and feeling like, maybe if he did therapy it would have helped, or maybe even just individual therapy for himself would help. And we ended up sharing some resources with him, and yeah, he seems really intrigued and interested in exploring it more. So that was such a really, really cool outcome of the night, and I guess I just wanted to share about that. But yeah, and I kind of told him about like my belief in like radical honesty and radical vulnerability, and just letting people judge me if they want to. And it just felt very, I think it was the first time I kind of put a lot of what I've been doing for my vlogs into practice with like a real life relationship, besides like my actual relationship with my girlfriend. It felt really good. It felt really good, and he seemed to be really appreciative of it, and he was excited. He asked if I minded if he shared with his friends that were there at the bar too, about therapy and about mental health and about the concept of like the body keeps the score. I was like, yeah, man, like, you know, I think it's very important. I really believe in radical honesty. I feel like a lot of people are struggling or suffering in silence, and I think just being honest can make all the difference. Accepting where we're at can make all the difference. And I think I realized later that it made all the difference for me, and it made all the difference for my girlfriend. I would hope I'm still here if I hadn't, I guess, gone down this path. But I feel like with my girlfriend, I mean, there were times where she had suicidal ideations, and she could legitimately not be here if she wasn't honest about some of her struggles. And so I think that's the case for a lot of people in the world, and I guess it just felt really reaffirming and really, really good. And then I came home and vomited the dinner, and now my throat hurts. Not hurts, but I feel like hoarse. I look like a mess, I'm sure. I think I've realized some of the anxiety around vlogs and stuff is, one, like giving myself respect to talk about the things I want to talk about. I mean, it's my vlog, it's my channel, it's my video. I realize it's very different from anything I've ever seen. I don't know if anyone does long-ass videos like this. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's ultimately what will make it unique and authentic to me. It's what aligns with my values, what I believe in. And I don't know, I kind of like this. I think the videos will be very raw, very long, but I mean, it feels good to make, and that's gotta mean something. That's a good indicator. So yeah, I guess I feel like I want to make my videos more casual. I hate worrying so much about like, is this good enough? Like, are people gonna tune out? Are people gonna watch? Are people gonna listen? And I feel like that's a lesson not just for content, but like in real life, you know? Living our life in fear can like make us feel so isolated and so removed from everyone. And you know, the people who are truly your friends and truly respect you and want the best for you, they're gonna listen, they're gonna help. Sometimes it may mean you have to remove yourself from your existing friendships. Maybe they're not who you think you are. In The Lockdown Theory by Mel Robbins, she talks about this concept of letting people show you who they really are through their actions, not their words. It's not to assume how people feel, or it's always good to communicate, but it's part of why I feel strongly about, I guess, like my lifestyle and my channel right now is like, it's kind of my own path, my own way. And I've been in very toxic like friend groups that really weren't friends at all. And ultimately, if you trust and foster your relationship with yourself, I mean, you don't actually need anyone else. I mean, not to say it's bad to want other people and other relationships, but the only person we'll spend the rest of our lives with is ourselves. That's the only guarantee in life. So it's important to, foster that relationship.
Hello.
Do you want to say anything?
I agree with what you said.
Alright, I'm gonna go eat some pizza because my stomach is still wrecked from yesterday. Let's go. Alright, so whenever I overeat or overstep my stomach's capacity for exotic Chinese food, I tend to need to like reset and like get something a little more Western in my belly. There's this pizza place that's looks really good. It's quite cheap. It's like 10 kwai for I think a little personal pizza. Yesterday Rick was explaining that this whole city is like, in the past like 20 years, has gotten way developed. It used to be like dirt and stone roads, and the highest apartment might have been like 6 stories, but now there's high rises looking to be, I don't know, a good 10, and probably more than that elsewhere in the city. I mean, I've been pretty surprised with how developed it is here. But today we're going to Rick's village, which is going to be tiny. He says it's only like 300, 400 people, which by Chinese standards is like crazy small. So I'm really curious, excited, nervous, anxious. If I had to guess, I think those are all local people looking for work. I think the guys on motorcycles came to offer some. Is what it seems like. Anyways, pizza place is right here. Check it out. 我要这个。好的。好。Wow, it smells really freaking good. It's pretty good. It's not quite what was pictured, but it's not bad. Pizza in general is kind of hit or miss in China, but this is definitely more on the hit than the miss.
This for 16 kwai? Really? Gotta be kidding me. 16 kwai? I'm pretty shocked, to be honest. I don't even know what to say right now on top of my head. I remember this reminds me of the kind of pizza that I really liked before I went to college, I think. And this kind of pizza will be at least 60 kwai each, so like 10 bucks. And this, like, pretty much similar level. I mean, of course, like the ingredients look cheaper, like using starch sausages and stuff, but who cares? Like, I mean, we're eating pizza, we want something kind of like a bit guilty pleasure.
It's pretty cool. They have, I forget her full name, but famous Mexican artist, Frida something, in this coffee shop. Feeling really anxious. I think I realized part of it is feeling like, I mean, even just for myself, I barely got to the point where I have enough comfort and feel enough like assurance to talk as much as I want. But I feel like I noticed with my girlfriend and from our past intentions around vlogging and with her talking, like, and trying to kind of navigate, I guess, what I'm used to, like my own, focusing on myself and like my own introspection, but also having like someone else in the mix. And I notice I'll feel anxious when she talks a lot, and I guess thoughts pop up of like, oh, like this is too much talking, like no one's gonna watch, people are gonna tune out, and people are gonna judge us and criticize us, scrutinize us, shit on us, hate on us. It's just something I've been noticing. A lot of intense anxiety today. I think I'll probably do a meditation once we get home to the hotel, and then from there we'll head out to my buddy's village, and that's the exciting part. I think that's part of it too, is there's a lot of pressure. I want to do it right because this has been in the making for a very long time. So yeah.
哪里来的小仓鼠？I feel so awkward. Yeah, we were just talking about different diets. Rick's mom asked me how we're getting used to being here. I mentioned that, yeah, I appreciate the food, but I can't eat more than one local meal per day. Like, it's just feels so uncomfortable in the stomach afterwards. And you just ate 2 big pizzas this morning. So there's other aspect of life. Yeah, this is a really good place to enjoy life. Simple and abundant life. Rick was mentioning like the music scenes in the bars. There's a lot of original music. He was surprised.
蒙语吧。
蒙语是吧？
还是说民族音乐？
然后5岁的时候，边个接队？有打没有
Do you know everyone here?
？Yeah. Because the village, everybody is a big family. So I say the Chinese community is in the village. Best community.
That's his
Old home?
home. Yeah. Old
Get
home.
used to his home.
Huh?
Now it's a
Yeah.
shop.
No, like it's a shop. Downstairs is a shop.
Ah, upstairs is a
Upstairs
shop.
the room.
That's his brother who I said looked Mexican. And then up here, cameras everywhere.
Very fresh, clean taste. Nothing too big.
这个放那儿，可以吗？
His dad is also a doctor. These are like patient rooms.
Oh,
Like,
really?
even nowadays, like from time to time, like there are people visit. They're feeling unwell. 这是要吃的还是观赏的？
How?
On the balcony, using the bathroom.
Maybe not. I'll vlog Xi Jinping though right here. Did I just grab it?
我看着刀子就开始。
It's just
好了好了，可以了可以了可以了。
来来来，
哦，好好，谢谢。
grab it.
哇。
I don't even know how to eat this. I've never eaten one. You just chew on it? We've showered
亚
us
公学嘞。
with sugar cane and bananas. And we're heading to a river nearby for a little splash. And I don't know, we'll see what happens.
I try.
When you were a child?
I spend all the time in here when I with the class. We are going to here and swimming and fishing. 然后做野炊
Picnic.
picnic,
Is that why you like barbecuing?
barbecue.
You really like barbecue?
We often went to the mountain and pick the wood.
Pick wood.
能说样吗？
妈妈呢？你是妈妈呢？
我不是。Can you like think I'm not strong enough? Can you hold him?
You want me to hold him?
Yeah. I think he's excited to catch fish. He was crying earlier, but now his attention shifted. He said like he was 4 years old. Like everyone in his family like one day just went to the mountains to work, and he woke up. He was really tired. He was like crying and went all the way up there.
They left him behind.
Yeah. I said that you had a similar experience.
Look at the ducks. Or geese. And chickens. Look at the little chickens.
Oh, they're laying eggs.
Really?
I think that's what hens do, is like chilling in a little hole.
Wow, it's really
How's
accurate.
that?
Wow, you can see the paths that the chickens and the ducks go down. Basically, they use this plastic bag mechanism, I guess, to dry up a section of the river. And then once it dries up, they can easily catch fish. That's so cool, dude.
我看看你们怎么抓。
Whoa.
不要打呀！
Oh my gosh.
你要说为什么？
Oh, it's those caterpillars. Eee.
这个很好吃的。
Holy moly. 害怕的，小心点。
哦，蜘蛛，这是蜘蛛。
猪的。
Turn over some rocks.
动了。
哎，
嗯
虫子，这能吃吗？
可以啊。
哇，你好厉害，找到2个。
Wow. They're safe? Safe to grab?
Safe, yeah, safe. Don't worry.
Ah! Oh my gosh. Wow.
This is genius.
Yeah, this is really cool. Oh, yeah.
害怕。
Oh my gosh, he did that so quickly.
His shoes.
Yeah,
Oh my god, you're okay?
yeah. Oh my gosh. Ah!
What happened?
I slipped out of my shoes.
Oh,
They're really slippery.
边豆子还没有长硬的时候。
What is the meaning of time?
我突然开始站在这里听鸟叫的时候，我就开始思考什么叫时间。时间的意义是什么？
What's the meaning of time?
Hmm.
What's the point? What's the point of time?
说对了。
They use
Electricity?
electricity to fishing.
Really?
Their electricity let they do themselves.
Oh.
And we just do like just a game.
Oh.
If I fall, I'll be sure to fall to the right.
Yeah, we told a folklore about the bird sound. Like there's a story, so like the bird brothers were like fighting for one worm, and the younger brother kind of tricked his older brother to like go forward, and then he pushed his brother into the river.
Oh.
The older brother just got washed away by the river and never came back.
Birds?
Huh?
2 birds?
Yeah. So the younger bird brother now is every morning, every day he calls out to his brother. Older brother. 哥
Good.
就是the 布衣写的小河索。So interesting.
Seems like they put a big plastic wrap. They make a wall and make a big plastic wrap, and then this one, I don't know. That's confusing. Oh, this one's like a circular tube. Put my passport and wallet away because there's no use for that here.
For you.
For me.
I can film.
I will learn how to use it.
Oh,
水蛇？
真的吗？死了吧？
Like this. Yeah.
My mom would be proud. I'm finally doing hard labor.
Really?
可以。Maybe you can do all the time. 让他来吧，让我叔来吧。How are you feeling?
I am tired, nervous, excited. It feels very surreal.
Only one time make you tired.
Not even letting me do it. I think the gender roles is really defined in this ethnicity. So as soon as I got there, they kicked me out.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
我还看到小的。
Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god.
Pick this one.
Pick it. Oh, oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Fishy. I'm sorry. 不好意思.
When the night on the table, you will.
I will not feel
Say-
sorry.
You
I'll
will
say thank you.
It's
Thank
good
you.
taste.
谢谢. 谢谢.
哇，这条好大哦！
Certainly feel a reverence for life when you actually have to catch it yourself, man. Poor little guy. Obviously, it's just part of life, but it's so sad. I don't know, man. I empathize, man. I feel bad for them. Wow.
Are you scared?
No. Oh, it just feels weird. He has some crazy life. Some crazy survival instincts. This guy's making a run for it. He looks kind of dangerous. Oh my gosh. Hello, puppies. Oh, you guys are so cute. I turned off the camera for like 5 minutes and it's just, I couldn't help but just feel like this is so surreal. I think I'll probably just turn it off and enjoy the rest of it, but this is certainly the most like unique experience of my life. The accumulation of so much practice and so much reflection and planning and dreaming, you know, it's crazy, man.
鹅是吗？
哦，也知道啊，你们那里有啊？
So they use this fire pit to smoke meat with flair. We're waiting on dinner. I'm a little scared. Some things are on the menu that I'm not sure are gonna go well in my stomach. So I'll have to be very careful. It's been such a strange and surreal experience. I mean, this is probably the most like remote, isolated, like raw, like I don't know, anthropological experience of my life. But I mean, it's really cool. It's really cool. It's kind of hard to figure out like what to film, what not, and balancing all that. But definitely have captured a lot of footage that feels really exciting and really fascinating, and excited to share it. But oh man, it's gonna be a lot of editing. Life is strange, man. Life is strange. Rick was explaining that earlier as a kid, when he was small, he would think that there are ghosts and deities in the mountains, and he would be scared of them. The whole region of Guizhou is super mountainous. Getting here was going through so many mountains, so many tunnels. It's impressive to me that there's so many tiny villages just all over. It makes me curious as to how it started. Like, who was the first people to kind of settle here and just pick a random valley and be like, yeah, let's call this home, you know?
Watch out, kitty! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Rick was explaining earlier that whenever they cook or receive gifts, they first put it here so that their ancestors can get a whiff, basically get a smell of the food and drink.
他做旅游视频。
哦，可以啊。 爸爸在我兄弟下面的。
Oh, that's his brother. His mom. His dad is over there.
没有水果啦，
没关系啊。
因为我们从王木来的。
He had no food, so he just barely got here.
没事没事没事。
你会说英语吗？
英我是真会，
不会。
行我们不会。
会说 hello。
会说。
when I was standing there, that's how he greeted me.
你怎么知
没有，
道？
那你不知道喂，他们拿门那呢？
啊，欢迎他，欢迎他。
你别活得得秀，我得买耶。我这边吃见羊肉。
He got like counter. He got counter abducted.
你怎么洗不到家了呢？
可以。友好。
这边的人民非常的淳朴，我们这个村非常非常的淳朴自然，知道吧？
People here are very pure, kind.
说对说对。 So something from yesterday, they seem to like split up the dishes into like 2 bowls and it's always symmetrical, it seems, I guess.
A lot of things are usually we don't see even in China. Like not to say like outside of China. This is a field snail. So it's not kind of snail that like goes across the road. It's like a more particular kind that grows in like rice fields.
Now that is hilarious, man. I just rambled for like 10 minutes and I wasn't even recording. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I already processed a lot of it, but I was basically just wanting to check in this morning about some of my struggles and how I've felt about the experience so far. Certainly the most unique, most fascinating experience of my life, probably. I struggled a lot. I've been feeling a lot of stress and it was overwhelming a lot of the time yesterday. So yesterday was like really unique, really awesome, also really overwhelming at times and really surreal. I mean, just a whole mix of things, man. I felt a lot of like pressure and I was in a chaotic headspaces at times and feeling like self-doubt and self-criticism. I feel like this is something I've been wanting to do for such a long time and interested in trying for such a long time, and I feel like I finally did it and it was really awesome. And maybe it's the start of a new chapter and maybe I'll do a lot more of stuff like this. But I feel like I was feeling a lot of like doubt and criticism about like I guess my focus, because I mean a lot of it has to do with myself and my own experience, my own thoughts, my own insights and stuff. And so like thinking about like if Rick or like the Boogie people saw this video and like, it wouldn't purely be about the Boogie, right? Like a lot of it is about myself and my own experience, and I mean that feels right to me, and it's my channel. I can make it however I want to, but I guess just like kind of like catastrophizing, like just thinking about what other people will think and feeling like people will judge me and criticize me, and just the whole mix of things. And I think like another big thing was like it's like really hard to capture everything, and like a lot of things just aren't caught on camera, and I get tired physically, like I get like drained mentally. It feels impossible to film everything, and even if I did, it would be so much footage I wouldn't know what to do with it. So I try to kind of pick and choose and just do my best, and I feel like ultimately that's all I can do. I feel like there's a lot of moments where like dialogues or interesting like stories or moments popped up, and I didn't capture it, but I did my best. I guess a huge part of my channel is trying to heal and respect myself, respect my voice, respect my insights, my observations, and share those. I mean, I want to share those just as much as I want to share what I experience. And, I mean, we're part of our experiences, right? That's the way I see it, at least. And so, yeah, I mean, just a lot of stress, a lot of different things coming into play with this video. I was just getting to a point where I could kind of comfortably do my own vlogs, like on my own. But then there was my girlfriend and Rick and a lot of other people that we're running into, and just a lot of difficulty mentally trying to kind of balance like what to focus on, and I guess capturing a bunch of different things, and just a lot of moving parts. I guess ultimately, I mean, I'm capturing my experience, my shared experience too, and I just tried my best. I feel like in my mind there's that criticism that my best wasn't good enough, but that's not a very healthy belief to choose to believe. So yeah, I mean, it was very unique, very surreal. I'm very appreciative of my buddy Rick, my Chinese friend who's of the Bui ethnicity, and he was super appreciative of us. I wish I'd caught some of that on camera. Yeah, I guess like I worry about the flow, whether things are like coherent and not coherent, but like well flowed, like fluid, well transitioned. You know, I feel like that was something that I stressed a lot about, like feeling like, if I'm just jumping from like thing to thing, like without like much of a transition, like it might be, I don't know, unwatchable. But I mean, it was awesome, man. I feel like I felt very comfortable, you know, like in the past, just being around so many people in China or anywhere, like would be really anxiety inducing. And I realized, like, particularly when I was on a bridge chilling, chatting with a local, which I didn't capture on camera, but it was awesome. You know, I felt very at ease, very comfortable. And I feel like part of all my travel experience so far is like building trust in myself, for one. That's part of the big thing I try to capture, the ability to foster your own relationship with self when you travel, but also like trusting in humanity, really. Like, we're in like some remote place in China. Like years ago, I would think this would be a very scary situation, possibly dangerous. But I feel like over time, you know, as you travel more, you become more trusting and accustomed to humans, you know, human nature. And you see that basically humans are the same everywhere. I mean, good at heart for the vast majority of people. You know, just so many warm interactions, so many welcoming people, so friendly, and I felt very good. I felt very proud of myself for feeling comfortable in my own skin and feeling a lot more at ease and just connecting with people, you know, lowering those walls, lowering those barriers, and just feeling a lot more myself and a lot more my real self. And I think that'll continue to be a process, maybe for a while. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's really like an end goal or a finishing point in those journeys, in the journey of life, but I'm hoping. I mean, I've certainly made like a lot of progress in myself and feeling a lot more authentically myself. And I think I'm nervous, and it'll probably be maybe a bit stressful navigating the emotions of editing and making all those decisions. But I feel like in terms of the experience, I mean, this was pretty awesome. And I would definitely want to do stuff like this again. And that's probably the direction I'll head in from here. But I mean, yeah, life is uncertain. Life is crazy. The world is crazy right now. The US is crazy right now. April 2nd, 2025, today. And so that has also contributed to stress. And I feel like in like financial stress and stuff, I feel like that all affects my ability to be present and to be immersed, you know, sometimes. And so I guess it's all part of your wellness and your happiness too, is, you know, not having stresses like that. And so, you know, I'm hoping with my last video and this video will be some really big projects, and I don't know how they'll go. I mean, I don't know how this will go. I don't know if anyone's watching this right now, but in terms of the experience, it's felt really good. And I like the idea of having a very raw style like this. And I'm sure someone out there will resonate. But I guess we'll see, man. I guess we'll see. And I guess that's maybe one of the biggest like lessons for me in this is prioritizing, oh my gosh, my own well-being, you know? Like I can't share things if I'm dead or if I'm not well, you know, like if I'm overwhelmed. I think it's a reminder to just do my best, you know, trust myself, trust that I have good intentions, and you know, I'm trying to share my experiences, my co-experiences and stuff, but ultimately they're my experiences. Like I need to be well, I need to be okay, and I need to trust myself, you know? And I think like intellectually I already knew that. I know I need to trust myself, but I think maybe emotionally that's where I have some more processing to do. There's a few last things I wanted to have another look at that I missed yesterday. One of those was this church. I think it's a Catholic church, I think by the translations. It looks really cool and really old. I don't know what that post on the outside was. According to the translation, it says Chinese herbal medicine. Then it lists like a bunch of like diseases, like gonorrhea, STDs, a few other things. And I don't know, it's saying like, I guess there's services in that church for those things. I'm not sure. Maybe it's for prayers or I don't quite know. Oh, fake Chinese money. And this next one, I'll see if I can find it, but it was pretty shocking to see for me, which is basically a restaurant for like dog meat. I don't know if it's like in noodles or in what form, but we ran into it yesterday. We ran into it yesterday on the way to Rick's Village, and just the way it's advertised, they have like a smiling dog. Like, I don't know, it's kind of sad. I mean, for me, obviously, like I respect cultures everywhere and how they do their own thing, but you know, we all have our own cultural upbringings, you know, our own cultural contexts, and it's all relative, I feel, what we consider like to be worth eating and not worth eating. It's different all over the world. And I wanted to touch on this because this was a conversation we missed on yesterday in terms of recording. Well, in general, I mean, Rick mentioned in the international community, there's more pressure to not consume dogs. And even within China, to my understanding, it's not very common. It's more so certain regions. And it's quite interesting to me. Rick was explaining that there's not really that emotional attachment. And I think that's really what it comes down to. Like, I remember in university and college, I took a course on politics and food. And the example my professor gave, shout out Darren Zook, was like rabbits. Like in the US, rabbits are really cute. Rabbits are like Easter bunny, all these things. But like in Australia, rabbits are like an invasive species. So there's like ads and like campaigns to incentivize hunting rabbits. And so, you know, I feel like it can be shocking, but I accept it, you know, it's just part of life, part of human life, human experience around the world. It's just all relative, I believe. You know, Rick touched on the importance of kind of acknowledging the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know? And that's certainly something I want to do with my vlogs. I don't want to like pursue like a narrative, or I hope people can trust and tell that I'm not like trying to like paint a bad picture, paint a bad light. But I do want to show a honest reflection of the places I experienced, my experience of it. And so, you know, it does exist, I guess, is what I want to show. And I don't know if it's like confirmation bias, but I do feel like the dogs, like I like playing with dogs everywhere I go. I have noticed that the dogs here don't really approach me or don't really want to let me pet them or anything. I think that probably showed at the river yesterday. But I'm wondering if maybe that's a reflection of this phenomenon. Maybe the dogs here just aren't super close to the humans. Oh my gosh. I felt anxious, nervous about recording that. I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just showing what's here, but I feel like in my head I was thinking like someone's gonna like yell at me and be like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you recording that? Like, don't record that, don't upload that. I don't know what these are, but they look kind of like piñatas, Mexican piñatas. Alright, I don't know how to end a video like this, but the shower cap sums it up best.